Well, I mean, it has really been a good. We actually came here for a meeting. We made an appointment with the DFCD that we should meet them today. In looking at so many other avenues that they do help in, in funding and with their grants.
Just finished a meeting with the Dutch Fund for Climate and Development, and I came with one of our clients, Sunbed Bioenergy, and we had a very wonderful meeting. And we are looking at how we can scale up bioenergy's projects on ethanol production using cassava, and this involves engaging over 10,000 farmers and agro farmers, and we're looking at how we can actually get funding from them and then scale up the project.
We really like to address the urgency on climate change, and therefore we like to invest in scalable projects that really get impact on climate change, foremost adaptation, because climate change is already urgent, climate change is happening, so we should adapt to it. In the sectors of agriculture, forestry, water and ecosystem conservation. We're looking actually for private partners because solutions, public funds are not enough. Yeah, only 20% of climate change, what is the need for climate change, is actually coming from public funding. So there's a huge gap left, and we think that private sector can make this innovation if they also provide, if they also get good support on that. So we are looking for good business ideas that impact, that are profitable, but that impact as well resilience of vulnerable communities, the people, affected by climate change, and also are good at the long run. And we now here at the Expo to meet people that have nice ideas, but nice ideas, although they're knocking the doors here on all kinds of financial institutions here in Zambia, probably they will say here, nice, but we're not going to invest in it. So we like to support them to, if possible, and if it's also scalable, to support them in developing better these ideas and making them investment ready. And SNV and WWF are working on this together, here in Zambia. Initially on the Kafu Flats, but actually we're open to all regions of Zambia. And I'm really enthusiastic about what's happening over here.
We're here in Zambia with the Dutch Fund for Climate and Development, and this is a fund that is really targeting what we call bankable businesses that are really focusing on climate mitigation or adaptation, as well as green and conservation focused activities that enable us to go and support communities, support the economy and support nature in these landscapes. And so it's very much around climate resilience and how we can get projects on the ground operating to go and build that climate resilience in landscapes. We're here with WWF and SNV. We are two NGOs that have that impact focus, and our two partners, FMO, the Dutch Development Bank, and then Climate Fund Managers, they're our investment partners. And so it's a really interesting group of people that has NGOs and banks working together within one facility, really seeing how we can go and really get the right kind of businesses implemented, supported and operational in the landscapes. We have an origination facility that supports grants and technical assistance to these groups, and these are things like financial models, technical studies, ESIAs, really engaging communities and bringing them on board, especially with these smallholder and outgrower type schemes. And we support them with grants and technical assistance to de-risk and get them investor ready, so that when we hand it over to investors, they're able to go and really make that decision and get the investment through debt or equity in these landscapes. And so a lot of the time you speak to banks and they'll say you don't meet the criteria, you're not there yet, it's too risky. And so with this institution and this facility, we're really trying to say, if the banks are saying that and the investors are saying that, what are you missing? Let's use grant support and let's use our technical assistance to close those gaps and get you in front of investors to go and sign those deals. Overall, I think with the current government, that green focus and that green economy is a really exciting time to have things like the Dutch Fund for Climate and Development to be one of the tools that can potentially be used in Zambia, and to really go and further that green focus and that sustainable and community-driven program.